and it is Dmytro Kiselevskyi, member of Parliament of Ukraine, Deputy Head of Economical Committee of Verkhovna Rada of Ukraine. Hello, can you hear us well?
Yes, hello, I'm hear you well.
Perfect. So I will ask you to share important information about Ukraine economic reconstruction and opportunities for businesses. So floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good morning, dear friends. Thank you to the Embassy of Lithuania for invitation, and also I would like to start from thanking to the people of Lithuania and for the Lithuanian authorities for supporting Ukraine in our struggle. It is important, and we will remember very well who was with us from the beginning till the end of our struggle and who was not. So thank you very much again for that. So my name is Dmytro Kiselevskyi. I'm a member of the Parliament of Ukraine. I'm Deputy Head of Economic Development Committee of Verkhovna Rada, and also I'm responsible in the Parliament for the Made in Ukraine policy. The goal of this policy is to increase the share of processing industry in the structure of Ukrainian GDP. Therefore, we strive to create conditions under which it will be profitable in Ukraine to produce goods with high added value. It might be Ukrainian companies or Lithuanian companies or some other companies, but we would like to have such production in Ukraine. The conditions under which it will be profitable to invest in such production in Ukraine and to export from Ukraine processed products or high added value products. Made in Ukraine is a set of policies and programs designed to help achieve these goals. We can already offer something interesting to attract investments. These are significant investment projects support program, which my colleague Igor Marchuk just talked about, number of war risk insurance programs, simplifying of change of land use from agricultural to industrial purposes. There are some grants and available loans programs, and also industrial parks. And actually, I was invited to talk about industrial parks in more detail, and if you don't mind, I will do so. So what is the industrial park in the sense of Ukrainian legislation? This is a plot of industrial land of 10 hectares or more, which is subject for a number of tax and customs incentives, and to which the government provides some funding for engineering and transport infrastructure under co-financing conditions. In addition to land, utilities, and incentives, good industrial parks also have ready-made production buildings where you can quickly move in and start working just in a week. We have a number of cases during the relocation when the enterprise from, let's say, from Kharkiv move from their own facility from Kharkiv and move to the Kyiv region and start operating in just in 5 days. So this infrastructure is ready to host new companies. What problems does an industrial park solve for an investor? First one is a plot of land. So this a ready-made plot of land for industrial use. The second one is utilities. Electricity, gas, water, sewerage, access roads, whatever. The next, buildings. Industrial parks can offer ready-made production buildings. Just come in and start operation. The next one is tax incentives for better business cases. And also some additional services from the management companies of such industrial parks, such as security, cleaning, consulting, construction works, etc. What are the tax and customs incentives which we offer in industrial parks? First one is exemption from import duty and import VAT on production equipment. The list of types of such equipment is determined by law. You can read it if you will be interested in this subject. Next one is exemption from income tax for 10 years. And this is subject to reinvestment. So you should reinvest this income which was exempt from this taxation. And the last one, we as a parliament give a right to the local communities to reduce land and real estate taxes to zero. So if the local community would like to attract you, they can offer the reduction of land and real estate taxes to zero. These incentives apply to manufacturing enterprises, processing industry enterprises that are legally and physically located in the industrial park and have no ties to Russia, Belarus, Iran, such countries. Also, alcohol and tobacco production is not permitted in industrial parks, but any other production you can place in industrial park. State funding. The government provides industrial parks with funds to build engineering networks, substations, power lines, roads, railway tracks, water supply and sewerage networks, etc. State funding is provided on 50 to 50% co-financing basis. For some territories, for the occupied territories, it is 80 to 20% shares. The industrial park, which has received the state funding, undertakes to commission at least 5,000 square meters of industrial real estate and to attract at least 2 participants for an industrial parks. These are manufacturing enterprises within 3 years. So these are commitments for this state funding. Which is current status. By now, there are about 100 industrial parks registered in Ukraine, and they are at various stages of development. Some of them are completely or almost completely filled with manufacturing enterprises. There are a number of those. There are those that have utility networks. They have vacant ready-made buildings or vacant land plots. You can just put there your production. There are those that have only land and utilities, and there are just empty fields. So there are different options to look for. Industrial parks are located all over the country, near roads, near ports, near borders, near railways, near large and small cities, near mineral deposits, power plants, etc. You can find them for various tasks, whatever you need. As for now, we have 25 factories in industrial parks that have been built or under construction, and this is in times of full-scale invasion. So somehow people put their money and start building their production facilities. We have over 100,000 square meters of industrial real estate ready to use, and about 200 megawatts of available electrical capacity for connection. The factories in industrial parks are both foreign and local, Ukrainian. Maybe you know Austrian Kronospan, British Unilever, Finnish Peko Group, German Intico, etc. They have their production facilities in industrial parks and build them in previous 2 or 3 years. And also Ukrainian ones. These are machinery building, agro-processing, production of building materials, woodworking, packaging production, and number of other spheres. Outside of industrial parks in Ukraine, we have German Knauf, French Saint-Gobain, Nestlé from Switzerland, and other big names which are now building their factories because probably they believe in further peace and further development of Ukraine, and they think that it will be good to have their factories ready to produce something when the market will demand for their products. And that's why I think that those who come earlier will have better conditions later. So I invite you to take an interest in the opportunities that exist in Ukraine now. If anyone is interested in more detailed information about industrial parks, I would like to offer you to read the magazine we have prepared. It contains a lot of interesting data that will be useful when making an investment decision. We will send it to the organizers, and if you would like to look through it, I will be happy to share it with you. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Dmytro, for your speech and presentation. I think if someone will interest in industrial parks, will contact you. And actually, in your opinion and in your practice, who is the most important contact when a company from, for example, from Lithuania considering to run a business and start activities in Ukraine, in industrial park or not? So who contact?
The easiest way is to contact Ukraine Invest. This is a special institution which is the single window for any investor to look for opportunities in Ukraine. And this institution will provide different options for the investor, whatever he or she will need. Number of land, electricity, connection, maybe specifically, maybe someone need Igor Petrovich, help him, please. Узкая колея, how it European railway, which is different from Ukrainian ones, and we have some
narrow railway road.
Narrow railway roads. Yeah, we have some of them near the borders with Poland or in some other places. So this institution will advise for any option you need in Ukraine. Thanks to our army, we have lots of them in relatively peaceful places of the country.
Yes, and I would like to ask, if you don't mind, to just give a floor to Alona from Ukraine Invest, because I think it will be very useful and interesting for our Lithuanian colleagues to hear about process, how they, how they support and help investors, to go through the procedure and to make investment as smooth as possible.
So, Igor, thank you for introduction. And a new guest, always welcome from Ukraine. So, Alona, floor is yours. And we have 5 minutes of the time left. So, would like to hear insights from you.
Dear all, thank you very much. Thank you for the few minutes for our institution and possibility to represent our Ukraine Invest. I need to check whether you see my screen, my presentation.
Yes, we can see perfectly.
Okay, thank you. Perfect. So our institution was firstly established in 2016 as a consulting body within the framework of the Cabinet of the Ministers of Ukraine. In 2018, we was registered as a separate state institution, Investment Promotion Office of Ukraine, with brief name Ukraine Invest. And in 2021, we received the special mandate from the government of Ukraine to support preparation and implementation the investments project with significant investments, about which previously Igor Marchuk tell you on this event. So within our competence, what we can do and what service we can provide on the free of charge basis, it is very important for the foreign investors. We can help to search a partner company, Ukrainian company, and we can help to search a land plot for the potential investment project. Also, we can help to resolve business-related problematic issues which investor can face in Ukraine. If it is needable, we can establish a cooperation with the state and local authorities. And of course, we can provide some consulting service on how to conduct business in Ukraine. If investors wants to involve us within the negotiations with the stakeholders, we can also participate to help investor obtain some grants on low financing, for example, from the EBRD or IFC or other financial institutions. Within our exclusive mandate to support investment project with significant investments, we can also provide you informational and advisory assistance, how to implement such projects and how to conclude special investment agreement. We can make the preliminary check of your investment project and understand whether it complies or not comply with the relevant laws, and we can provide you support to prepare an application which will be further assessed by the Ministry of Economy of Ukraine, and if the conclusion will be positive, the company will sign the special investment agreement with the government of Ukraine. Here you can see that Ukraine Invest now has 33 investment projects under our that receive assistance from our institution. Also, we provide assistance to the two investment projects which were already signed special investment agreement with the government last year. In 2024, we provide consultations for more than 40 significant investments projects. It means that all of these projects were more than 20 million euro capex. I would also like to make a brief description about the two signed special investment agreement. The first project is now implemented by the big agro-holding company Astarta Kyiv. The total capex of the project is 76 million euros. The project expects to create 110 new jobs. It is implemented in the Poltava region, and in the final of this project, it expects the construction of the soybean meal processing plant. The amount of state support signed under special investment agreement is 21 million euro. The second project, with which also the Cabinet of the Ministers of Ukraine signed special investment agreement, is now implemented by the Bukovel company. The capex of the project is more than 20 million euros. It expects to create 82 new jobs, and it will be a construction of the multi-level water park. Also, we want to emphasize that our state support program can be combined with the financial support program of the European Union or other international support programs. Our law and by law prescribe the possibility to use funding from the financial institution. And also you can find this map on our Ukraine Invest website and see how clear and transparent is the process when we provide support to the companies. I know that I have a very short time, so I don't want to go deeply in details. So I just will show you the QR code and our website address that you can use to go and find our contacts, and also find contact form on our website, and through which you can be assisted by our institution. Many thanks.
Alena, thank you very much. And actually, you clearly answered my previous question about who is the best contact already. Thank you. And thank you, Alena, Igor, Dmytro, Andriy, for your presentations today. We're really grateful. And now we switch to our another part of event. So thank you, and Slava Ukraini.
Героям слава. Дякую. Goodbye.
Have a nice day.
Goodbye.